everyone's outfits today. I have Henry with me today. I don't know actually who else is coming, so your guess is as good as mine. I've literally just taken my hair out in the car, so I'm not even sure what it is doing. But I've got matching shorts to this on today. I've got the YSL sunglasses on. I've got the thigh high boots, of course, and let's go to the races.
Where are we?
We're in Cheltenham for Holland Cooper.
We're both in the
I'm pretty sure it's Gold King, right?
This is the actual race that we are live streaming from the main Gold Cup. Laura's got number 9 on. I've got number 2, 5, 8 and 10.
Wow.
Yeah, but this is what Laura doesn't realise. The horse who ends up winning always starts at the back. It's a slow burner. No, they're about 5 or 6. We're gonna be waiting. Oh no, a second ago. So I think they've got 2 more laps to go, and we'll see if we win money. Did you go each way? No. I went just win. We got 4 horses, £5 each to win, and the odds are really good. So let's wait and see if we come in. Let's go. I'm always in hers, and our fans are like, oh, we love Henry.
Yeah, they do.
They love me.
Only they knew if they knew you.
Yeah, that's why they love me even more.
So we've just come back to 131 in Cheltenham. It is so beautiful here. The decor is so good. Like, look at this. Pictures on the ceiling. But we finished up with the races, and I've just ordered another cup of tea because I haven't mentioned this to you guys. I'm currently freezing my eggs today. We started yesterday, so we have to stab myself at 9 PM tonight. So I need to be home for that. So,
Trying to get a shot on the roof.
do you want to say hi?
Well, you kind of got to get me in first. I'm so tall, I can't fit in. How's it going, team? Welcome back to Laura's channel.
This is Samantha.
I like this.
She's from Canada. Oh, I'm really bright. Her YouTube channel is really good, so go check it out. Samantha, how do you pronounce your second name? Pardon? How do you pronounce your second name? Guerrero. Guerrero. I'll write it down below. And this is Henry's girlfriend. Hello. The infamous Henry and his girlfriend. Yes, and you've mentioned your girlfriend a couple of times, so now you know. Oh, my tea has arrived. So I wanted to, oh God, I'm out of breath. I just got in. I rushed back from Cheltenham to do this. I'm about to inject my stomach, and you guys know I've mentioned egg freezing on this channel before, so I'm doing it currently right now, just to share with you if it's an option for you, my thoughts on it, how I came about doing it. I just wanted to be open and honest and, I don't know, share the process. I have done 1 needle so far last night, and I did it with my sister on FaceTime because she's a doctor, and I just thought, I don't know, moral support. And the worst part about it was the mental game of like putting a needle in your stomach, but I couldn't feel it, couldn't feel a thing, couldn't feel the liquid going in, couldn't feel a thing. It was more like the build-up of the mind, because I've seen so many videos online of people go, oh, ah, ooh, doesn't hurt whatsoever, honestly. And I'm not the best with needles, But I've decided to be a bad bitch and not let things bother me, not get upset, not get sad, just... I think your mind is a powerful thing, so you can train it to do what you want, and I've trained it to not care about the situation. So yeah, let's go do it. I'm gonna wash my hands and wash the stomach and ignore my pajamas. I've probably got crap all over this dressing gown, but it's real. Okay, I'm probably gonna do this in a not very flattering position. I have to pinch me fat. So this is the pen that you get. It's very, very simple. And that is the needle. Like, it's tiny, it's minuscule. I don't know if you can see. So last night I stood and stared at this needle for about half an hour, just because it was daunting. I'd seen so many videos of people in pain with it, and I was like, I didn't know what to expect. I feel a little bit different about it tonight because I know it doesn't hurt. So I'm gonna do it on my own with just you guys tonight. So a bit of a different experience. So you pop the needle in, you stab the pen. Oh, stab the pen, that's a bit extreme. You put the pen in and my Karen Millen order. I'm gonna make a cup of tea and come back to you and maybe chat through how I feel about it, or yeah, have a chat about it. Okay, so let's talk about this process. So I'm knackered, guys. You might have known that I have been here, there and everywhere at the moment, and between all this stuff I've been editing like a crazy lady for brands, so you haven't even seen a lot of the stuff or won't see it for a while. But my god, I have been working 24/7. I am so tired. Since, let's say, the BAFTAs, I have not, it's literally gone wild. I can't explain, which is a good thing, but I am actually quite excited that I blocked the next 2 weeks out for this egg freezing thing, because I've made my schedule a little bit quieter. So to put it into context, you have to start the egg freezing at the start of your period. So whenever your period comes, you call the clinic and you say, I've started. So I knew I had Cheltenham Wednesday and Cheltenham Friday, and my period was gonna come somewhere there. So I was just praying that it all worked and that they could fit me in with something that could work with my schedule. So I came on my period helicopter day, and I told them the next day, and then they were like, can you come in tomorrow for a scan? I was like, absolutely not, I'm in Cheltenham again. This is really like annoying, like I don't know what to do. Is there any way you could fit me in any other time? Because I thought maybe we could wait till day 3. They were like, no, we really need to see you. So they were like, we've got an appointment at 11, and this time was like 10:45. So if anyone saw me running down a road near my area, like what's it called, Mo Farah, I ran like a good 25-minute run all the way to the clinic to try and get this scan on time. I hadn't had breakfast and I was so knackered by the time I got there, and I was like and then you have a scan and they assess your situation and they put you on a dosage ready for the stimulation. So last night was my first needle, and I did it with my sister just for some moral support. And you should be able to give me a good pep talk, the pep talk that I needed. And as I said, you don't feel anything, and actually I felt it today more than yesterday, and I did yesterday's out the shower. I'm not entirely sure if you're meant to do that, but I did. Maybe check, but if you can do it, I recommend that again, because if you ever pop a pimple after a shower, it always comes, like, the skin is much more softer. So I really recommend. I did not feel it at all after the shower. So I did that last night, and I had this pep talk, and my sister was like, do it for all those men that screwed you over, like, gain your power back, which in the moment I really enjoyed, but at the same time in my head, this thing that I'm doing now, this egg freezing, it really has nothing to do with men or men that have screwed me over and not finding love at now I'm still have never been in love. It's not, none of the choices that I've made has ever been about the man situ. because I believe if I wanted a man and a family and a baby right now, I could literally go out tomorrow, book 1 million Hinge dates in and find a man that would work. Like, I think half my problem is that I really enjoy my life. I don't know like how to say this, but I feel incredibly, I don't know how to say this right, but I feel like I spent my whole 20s not being successful in work and my career. And my breakthrough kind of came in the past few years, let's say. And I have suddenly started to live a life that I absolutely, thoroughly enjoy. And I feel so proud that I get to live this life. And I feel so blessed. I feel so thankful that this is the one thing that did motivate me, is that being on my own and by myself and having to support myself with no one to share a flat, like no partner to share the bills with, no partner to share any of the loads with, no one to pick me up when I fall down, like no man, let's say. Like the whole of long COVID I did by myself, the pandemic I did by myself. Like I have done this solely alone, and I'm actually quite thankful for that and doing that alone, because it's made me so much stronger. It's made me so much more successful having to rely on myself. I always miss the drive that I had when I first started out from nothing. Like I cannot explain how much I had nothing when I was like in my late 20s. I lived in a 6-bed house share with people I didn't even know. I hated my job, my 9 to 5. It felt like I was going to prison every day. I was minus in my bank account. I'd never ever saved any money. Never had a job good enough to be able to do that. And living in London, all my bills just took everything that I ever earned. So I'm not ashamed to say I completely kept failing throughout my 20s, and I'm so thankful for that, because I've landed in a place that I thoroughly enjoy, and I now get to live my life every day doing something I enjoy. And the only thing with this is that, say if I'd reached this point in my 20s, I could still have that family and kids later down the line. I could live this career that I'd worked hard for and enjoy it and not have that worry. So part of the egg freezing is to kind of still give me those options if I want to. Like if I wasn't 36, there is no way in hell that I would be thinking about having a family and like, I hate the word settling down, because there's nothing settling about having children, is there? Let's face it. I've seen my sister go through it. It's not settling. Or is it settling down? What is even that term? It doesn't make sense, that term. Yeah, so I feel like that's where the egg freezing came about. It has nothing to do with, and I think maybe last year, this has been on my brain, the egg freezing, for ages. I knew I wanted to get it done 35, and I was chickening out just because I've not really seen anyone do it. I'm like one of the first people I knew at the time, but I've seen a few people do it now, and it gave me the confidence to do it myself. So I'm hoping that can push a few people to make the right decisions for themselves if I talk about it and share the experience. But this decision right now, I was wondering how it would make me feel when I was like injecting myself. Would it make me feel sad that I've not got a partner, that I'm nowhere near ready, like having a family? And it makes me feel none of those things. It actually makes me feel empowered. Like it's so empowering, this whole process. It makes me feel like I can literally do whatever I want. It makes me feel free. It makes me feel like I have a choice. It makes me feel powerful. It is making me feel the complete opposite to what I thought it would make me feel. And the choice to have it done is not to do with men, not not to do with any of that, because as I said, I think it would be pretty easy to go out and get a partner if I wanted to. I'm not saying that in a bad way, it's just been, I think any woman can do that. It's a choice we make the decisions to have bad partners. Like if we wanted to choose a really nice man that would be nice and kind, we could. We know them, we know the bad boys when we see them. We do it to ourselves. I think so anyway. Like that's the one thing I've learned in life, is that you have to be smarter, don't you, when it comes to dating, and don't fall for the stupid games these boys play. I've actually got to the point in my life where they actually bore me because I've done it so many times. But the decision to do this is based on my career. And I think if I was a man at 36 having a high-flying career, nobody would bat an eyelid. Like, 36 is probably a great age for a man. And I really want to change this narrative, because I don't know who started it, but it's a load of bollocks. And I hate that there's such a narrative that it's cool for men to sleep with loads of women. And believe me, if a guy's watching this, we feel the same way about you sleeping with a lot of men that you do about women sleeping with a lot of... Wait, that's wrong. We feel the same about you sleeping around as you would about us sleeping around. There is no difference. It's just somehow this narrative is really in favor of men. The same way about women aging gracefully, and no, men aging gracefully and women look like haggard. I hate this narrative. I find mature women so sexy and powerful. Who's the woman from Sex Education, Gillian? I feel like she's one of the sexiest women around, and she's a mature woman. And there's such this narrative that men can age and women can't, and it's a narrative that men have created, and I really want to change this narrative. I enjoy getting older. I cannot wait for the day that men don't catcall me or make me feel creepy or weird. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to maybe walk outside in the dark and potentially not get raped. That must be great. That must be a great feeling. If that happens when I get older, I'm all for it. And I hate the narrative that men think they're super fertile and superhuman. Men's sperm, this is, you go do your own research, but men's sperm gets worse after the age of 40. Women's have more of a rapid decline, but men's definitely do decline. So yes, there might be the odd story that the odd 90-year-old has had a kid, but it's the odd story, and a lot of older male men have problems with the kids. Like, I think autism is quite common. So a lot of men also, 40% of IVF issues are the men, so it's nearly half and half. And I think even King Henry VIII chopped off many a wife's head because he was quite infertile and had issues with that. So there's this whole narrative that like women decline after the age of 35 and like men are living forever kind of thing. And I hate it because it's so wrong or skewed. And I think now women who are freezing their eggs if they want to, having great careers if they want to, we're just really like putting ourselves in really good positions to change this narrative, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy it a lot. So it's because I want to have my career and have a family, and I'm not quite ready to give up on either just yet. So I wanted to give myself just a couple more years to play with that, because I feel like that's all I need, and that's what I wanted to give myself. I was in a position where it was either a Birkin bag or egg freezing, and I think egg freezing was probably the right option for me. So, I don't know. If you have any questions about it, let me know.